Hey guys, what's going on? Just coming back here to do an unboxing really quick. I've been really slow getting my videos out. I'm using my camera phone once again, which is about the easiest for me, but it's not very easy to get it off of my phone and to edit it. But I do want to get this video out here, and I do have a DVD update coming up pretty soon, a Blu-ray update. I just need to really sit down and do that again. I've tried it once and it messed up somehow when I was moving it. It corrupted the file. But as for this, today is an unboxing. This box is coming to you from a really cool guy. Everybody knows him. I'm going to write his name right down here on the box. It's going to be Planetbierwagen. Recently, I sent him a couple of things. I sent him some free comic book day stuff and just a few little things I found around the house, just some fun stuff. So he was kind enough to send this back to me as just kind of like a thank you for the stuff I'd sent him. So I really don't know what's in there. He kind of told me, you know, a couple of things that might be in there, but honestly, I'm just trying to keep it as a surprise so you guys will get to see it when I get to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up now. Alrighty, and right here on top, he sent this little guy to me. You guys have been watching my videos, you may recognize this. Originally, it sent this to me a long time ago, and it had a copy of some of his videos on there from a long time ago. Some stuff that had been taken down off of YouTube. Well, since then, he had lost his computer, so he was wanting to get some of that stuff back so that you guys can see some re-edited, newly designed stuff. Say thank you and everything, and I was really appreciative, so thanks a lot, man. I just really, you know, enjoy everything you do, and you're a pleasure to be a friend with, and you're a great part of the YouTube community. So all this is just basically icing on the cake. This is a small thing he sent here. I'll show these real quick. He sent that 70s show, Fez's candy collection. So I'm assuming this is the 10 fan favorite episodes. Yeah, that's what it says. I was about to say this is probably a best of. This one here he's sending is probably just a random DVD he had, which is Femme Fatale. Welcome to another episode of Do You Know This Movie? Yeah. I think I've seen this. I'm not really for sure. If this is the movie I'm thinking of, it came out in the early 2000s. I don't know. I can kind of picture the cover of it in my head. I know that I think it's a Brian De Palma film. But the girl that's in it, I've totally blanked. But she was the girl that played Mystique in the X-Men series, and oh, I'm sorry. The correct answer is Rebecca Romijn Stamos. Or we would have accepted in the alternate her current name, which is just Rebecca Romijn. Oh, I know. Everybody's going to know who it is except for me, of course. I've just totally blanked. But yes, I believe that's what this movie is. And that concludes another episode of Do You Know This Movie? Yeah. Now back to our regularly scheduled unboxing. Here's the comic that he had told me that he was going to send, which is the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's like a comic adaptation. It's kind of like that Vertigo comic that I had of the Swamp Thing. It's not an official Free Comic Book Day publication, but it was out right before then, so a lot of people were still giving them away. So that's very cool. This is something I never did get, but I wanted to get. The next one is Cross the Final Frontier, which is an IDW, I guess it's... I'm not really familiar with this Star Trek series, although I haven't been keeping up on what's coming out in the IDW universe. But this is really cool. This is basically the kind of like the J.J. Abrams universe of Star Trek, as you can see by You know, that face there, that's obviously not Leonard Nimoy, but that is Spock. So that's very cool. I'd like to definitely check that out because that's one of those things where I haven't been keeping up with Star Trek, but at the same time, I really like that movie. And we have a Justice League #7. Very, very cool from the New 52. I read a little bit of the first kind of story arc on this. I don't really want to give anything away. The first kind of build up is towards like a character that you'll see that's one of my favorite characters. So I haven't read anything really beyond that story arc. And I think that story arc stopped at 6, and I think I got up to right before that. Here's a Supergirl, really cool, #2 from the New 52. And I haven't read much of the Supergirl either. I think I read the very first issue. I tried to read most of the #1 issues from the New 52. Here is a Dark Knight #3. That's an awesome cover right there. Nice. I like those bunny ears. That's hilarious. We've got a Superman #4. Very cool. Man, this is awesome. We've got a Batman #3. And I've been meaning to get into this. I read the first Batman, I read the first Detective, and I really need to keep going with those because that Night of the Owls story arc or whatever just looks awesome. Here's Catwoman. I think this is one of the few that I didn't read the first issue. So this looks awesome though. Catwoman #3. And here's a Catwoman #6. I love that artwork that they were doing for Catwoman before, and I'm glad they've kind of extended that with the goggles, you know, instead of just the mask. But yeah, I just noticed this, you know, like it's all torn up with the hair coming out. But yeah, there's that #6 of Catwoman. Wow, there's some great comics here. Here is a Batman Detective Comics #3, which is the one that I was saying that I think I've read, like the first issue, the first or maybe the first and the second. I haven't got very far into that. Here's a great one. Avengers vs. X-Men #0. I've been trying to get more into Marvel. I've always liked Marvel stuff, but I grew up on DC. Sometimes I'm kind of unfamiliar with stuff, and I don't know where to jump in. And sometimes it's easier for me in the DC universe because I am more versed in what's going on in the past and stuff when they talk about it. Here's the Jonathan Hickman series, The Ultimates. And that's #2 with Thor there on the cover. Pretty cool. Very reminiscent of the Thor from the movies. That version of Thor as far as the way they did the character's face. Here's issue #3 with Iron Man on the cover. Oh, we got a lot of these. And here's issue #4 with a very Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury. Here's a Moon Knight #6. He and I had kind of briefly talked about Moon Knight. This is one that Bendis has been doing, but I'd been kind of wanting to get more into Moon Knight because I used to get Moon Knight every once in a while when I was a kid. And I'm not really for sure why I did, other than maybe it was just there and I just grabbed it. But I've got some old Moon Knight from the early 80s, and I used to think it was really cool. Here's #7 of Moon Knight as well. I love that artwork, by the way. It's very, very well done. I mean, that's great art. Here's a Superman #121. That's a really, really cool cover. I like that with that black and white and, you know, the color of the cape. Very cool. Here's an Adventures of Superman #643, which is also another cool cover. I like that black and white artwork. Really, really cool. And this is actually a really cool Superman. I have to find out what year this is from. It's really hard to tell because this is definitely one of those things that looks vintage and it looks new at the same time. But check that out. Superman, the Man of Steel. That looks so vintage. I mean, that to me looks almost like, you know, that it's... To me, you know, the cover, you can tell by the paper quality that it's new, but at the same time, the artwork looks very old. But I looked it up in here, it's from 1998. That's awesome. This is a lot of great stuff for me to read here, man. I appreciate it. Like always, you're awesome. You're just a great guy to have as a friend, and I was happy that I could help you out with some of those things, and you went way out of your way with this. This is way more than I deserve to get. So I am already thinking about cooking up something to send your way because let's be honest, this is a way better package than I sent you. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I've been on a big comic book kick lately on my channel. And honestly, I mean, that's just the way things go. I haven't had a whole lot of money for movies, and it seems like money goes a lot farther with comics. So when, you know, I just get kind of broke and stuff, I don't buy as many movies. I watch a lot more stuff on Netflix. But all right, I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I will see you again soon. All right, talk to you later. And don't forget to check out Travis. Planetbierwagen's description will be down below. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.